Welcome back. So in today's episode, we're just going to continue from where we stopped previously. So in the previous, we worked on different modules. We looked at all these modules, markets, where we were able to create a market. Okay, so we looked at these different modules, and then what we were doing in the last episode, we're trying to edit the the categories so that we can include the ability to select the market where this category belongs. And then what we looked at was also that we are not selecting only one market, but we are supposed to be able to select multiple markets. Okay, so on this category form, just we want to add one more field on the right here, whereby someone can be able to select the markets where this category can show up. Okay, so the thing we're doing, we're adding this they select we're using this select. So let's just try to put this select, and now when you go to this select, you realize that in one of the things it takes in these options. Okay, it takes in these options, so you have to create the options, and the options are the markets. And if you just look at inside here, it is mapping through options and selecting the title and the option.id. So that are the two things you have to have: the title, a list, and the option ID onto this options array. So when we go back to the categories here, so the only thing we have to prepare on top here first is going to be that options. So you can say const markets. So just going to create like an array of markets. Okay, so just say we create, for instance, like maybe it has an ID. Okay, and then here it has title, just only those. So we have here maybe sprouts farmers market. Okay, and then we can just duplicate this to have more markets. We just have like maybe 4 or 5 options. Okay, so just see here ID 2 3 4. Okay, so just change here. Let's say I'm just going to think of the names, but right now I'm just going to be changing to different stuff. Maybe broccoli. Okay, wherever it is, we can just like have these random names for different stuff, and it will just work. So just go work with that. So we have those 4 options, so we just come and pass them here on the select. Okay, where we have the select input, select market, title. Of course, just going to change this to markets. Okay, in fact, market IDs, so it's supposed to be like market IDs. Okay, and then they just pass in here the options. So the options is the markets, it is an array. So in this case, if you look at this, we can by the way go and work on this also. sorry. So first close this. Let's just go and work on this to look much better. I'm just going to go to this, just go to this side, and you can just go to any of these. You copy the label, so you can just go ahead and copy the label, this label here, and then just go to the select and replace with this label here. Okay, so you're just going to have, okay, and this should be like select markets. Yeah, select markets. Just going to work on that in a second. So now if we select now, right now we're able to select one thing at a time. Okay, so if you just right now check how this goes, let me just first try to fill in fake fill here, and if we go on the, okay, if we just go on the small screen and try to submit here, okay, so you see that you'll see that we have the market ID as number 3. Okay, so you see like market ID as number 3. So what we want to change is one thing. What I noticed, if you go to this select option, the select input, let's first close some of these other things. Just say close some of these other things. They can be too much. Close. So you remain with only these two. So if you go on and on the select, if you go ahead and pass in the key multiple, okay, just like that, okay, this one gives ability to select now multiple things. You can see that it has changed how it displays, because it has now ability to select multiple things. Okay, so I don't know if you're supposed to select, like, you place like shift and just say, and then let's select like 2 of them or 3, and just go here and put cut title, whatever, and then the description, okay, description. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and submit. I have not tried this out, guys. Okay, so now if you check, guys, look at this. So right now the market IDs is an array. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, and 3. All of them, they are in the array, so we can have these IDs now in an array. Okay, so we can save this as an array. Okay, we can have this as an array. So this is good. Okay, this is good. So we have now a bit to select them, but then how do we reduce it? How do we make that to happen on specific if there is select like if there is select multiple? So I think this can come as a prop. So for instance, we could just say that here we just say we pass in something like okay, we could just say has multiple select, just something like this, has multiple select. Okay, has multiple select, and this could be something like true or false. So let's just say if I say false, okay, and which will be now the default. Okay, I'm just going to go to this and just bring it here, has multiple select, and by default we're going to give it false. Okay, so by default I'm just going to give it false. Okay, and then if we just say we only show this, okay, if we just say has multiple select, okay, we could just say this, I don't know, has multiple select here, saying expected. You cannot pass in just like that. So even if we pass in this or anything, but I think this just first do something. If I just say multiple, okay, and then I just say is equal to false. Let's first try this. Is equal to false. I don't know if this guys has anything it can help. Just see. Yeah, so you can see that now we select a single one, just like as usual. We can select a single one. Okay, so if I make this true, okay, if I say multiple true, okay, so that's the thing, guys. Okay, so this is just simply has this. In fact, there is no need. We could just say pass this multiple as a key itself. Okay, so we could just instead just pass it here, multiple, just like this, and then here we just pass in multiple. Okay, as simple as this. So by default multiple is false. So if I go to this side, this one is going to be just the actual key. Multiple is false. Now if I say multiple is false, you see it remains just like this. If I pass in now multiple true, okay, and now it should change. Yeah, so we have it, guys. Okay, so this is done where we have multiple IDs. Okay, we can have multiple IDs saved so that we know the categories that we are going to deal with when we are adding markets. So we can add multiple markets in one category, because one category can appear in different markets. Okay, good. So then right now we have modified the select to be able to cater for the multiple select or even single select. Okay, so that's great. And if this one is done now, the next thing we need to tackle are of course the actual products. Okay, so we can tackle the actual products right now. Okay, the only things that were remaining this side, at least we have already tackled all these others: the store, banners, coupons, categories, the markets and farmers. So right now we can be in position actually to tackle the product itself. Okay, So the first thing, of course, is to work on the routing. So I'm just going to go and you can just select any of these ones. Okay, you can just select either a category, because this category has even the image. We can just try to do that, and let's see what we have under the product. So if we add a new product, we see the title, description, of course the image. Okay, now there is this where we have also images. Okay, so we're just also going to test with our uploader there. If we drag multiple images, what happens? We're just going to look at that. But so far we have the product just like this. I don't know if there are some other fields down. It is not scrolling. I don't know if that's okay. So we have these other information here, like you can select, of course, the category and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, we can of course also attach it to there is slug, and then there is the tags. Okay, we have the slug and we also have the tags. Okay, and we are going to add the functionality of the tags. And here we have the product slug, we have the quantity, sale price, and then product price. We have the default category and blah blah, barcode, SKU, images. Okay, great. So you can just start adding these one by one. Okay, so the first thing I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go to this category. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy all these ones. So just copy this, then this, and then also the page. Right click and copy this. And under products, we can just go ahead and remove this page, and then inside here just click on this and paste. So we have all these inside the products, and then we have new, update, and the page. Let's start with the page. So on this page we can just have here products. Okay, and then we have categories. So this is going to be products. Add product. Okay, and then we have table actions, of course, and then we can just go ahead and go to the update, and of course this one is going to be update product. Okay, and then this one is going to be update product, and then on the new we just have the new page here. First of all, change this to new product. Okay, and then of course we have the image. Okay, and then we have here the right now these ones are going to change to categories. Okay, it will have categories, it will also have farmers. So we can just also have this array manipulated. So I'm just going to say category 1. I'm not going to remember them, but I'm just going to say category 1. These ones are going to be coming from they'll be coming from the backend, from the API, so we don't have to overthink. Category 2. then category 3. Okay, and you can just remove this 3 are enough. And then I'm just going to create also farmers. So a product must have a farmer, must belong to a certain farmer. Okay, so here I'm just going to change this to farmers. Okay, so here I'm just going to say farmer 1. Okay, so just select this like farmer 2. Okay, so you have the farmers done. Okay, so now what we just need to do is we need a lot of things. We can just list them here. We have the title, slug, description, image or images. We're just going to look at that. And then if you continue down, I don't know why the scroll bar here is really bad. Okay, then you have the SKU and barcode. So we have here SKU, and then we have the barcode. Okay. We have category, of course, and the farmer. So we have product and the sale price. So we have here the product price, and here of course we have the sale price. We have the category, then of course we'll have the farmer. Okay, the farmer just like a supplier or the brand of that item or whatever. Let's move on and see. Of course we have the slug, that one I've already catered for it. And then finally we have the tags. Okay, so already have description. So we have these tags. Of course this is going to be an array, and this one can also be an array. We're just going to look at that. Okay, we shall look at that in a second. Okay, so now let's start putting these together. I guess this was that was the last one. Okay, so you can start putting the title and slug. They will move together. So on first here we'll have the product title, okay, and of course the slug will be automatically generated. That's why we have this from data.title. So this one is very okay. We have the slug already catered for, and now we can just move on to other things. We're just going to put these other ones, the SKU and the barcode. So simply copy these two, this one. So we're just going to have the product SKU. So you can just say product SKU. Okay, and then you are going to say here SKU, and SKU can be a string or it can be a number. I think it is something like SKU. I've just forgotten the full, but this is like a unit, like a unique a unique number for this specific product. So here product barcode, so barcode, and here you just say put barcode. Okay, so next is, so we have the description, we have going to put description, we have put these ones. Now it is where we put these prices. So you have the product price and the sale price. So these they can be numbers. Okay, so we have product price. Okay, and then so we're going to call this one as product price, and then you can have the sale price, so product sale price, and like this, like the discounted. Okay, we could just put like here, I think before discount, maybe, I don't know, and then this is like discounted. Okay, so just put here sale price. Okay, just like that, and we can just change the type here to number. Type, we can just specify number, and even here type to number. Okay, so just moving on, we can now put the select the category and the farmer. So we can just go ahead and we'll put the select. So we can say, for instance, select category. Okay, and of course this one multiple is not there, so you can just even remove it. Okay, just simply remove this multiple, since by default so this select this market, and then here is going to be category ID, and then we can just have options as categories. Okay, simply just copy and duplicate this, and then here select farmer, and then here's going to be farmer ID, so you can just change this to farmer ID, and then we can just have here farmers as the options, farmers, just like that. Okay, and then of course the next one would be the description, so you can just add the description, category description, which is like going to be product description. Of course, now we're going to have the tags. Okay, so I just going to create this component from scratch, the one of tags. For now, I'm just going to say here tags. Okay, we might just like have to create this, and maybe we can just use it in different places. So I will just also try to create that from scratch. And then for the images, of course, we have here this. Now what I don't know is if this allows selecting of actually multiple images. We're just going to look at that, but right now I'm just going to say product image. Okay, product image, and I'm just going to create the endpoint. So just go to API core.js. So under API, look for the core.js under upload thing, and we're just going to simply just duplicate one of these ones, just duplicate. Okay, and you can just put here product image, product image, so product image uploader, and we can also leave it to 1 MB. Okay, we can leave it to 1 MB. Let's just go ahead and Control C, and then we can just add back to products. just here, and just remove this, and let's put this product image uploader just like this. Okay. I wanted the description, the images, I wanted the description to be less than the tags, so just get these ones and put them at the bottom just like that. Okay, so just first look at it now. Add product. Okay, and let's look at the form. Okay, so we have the title, we have the SKU, barcode, product price as before discount, and then we have these, categories, and then we have the farmers. So they are not balancing properly. We need to get something to put here. Okay. What can we put there? Okay, so we can just try to put, but I just first leave it like that. Okay. If it fails, we'll have one of these ones just like the SKU or the barcode, moving it here, and we just make it. In fact, they just say product title. I'm just going to change this. Just remove this from the title. Only that, and that will just solve the problem. It will make this one full, and then these ones, they will fall in place. Okay, so that's great. So now what we want to do first of all to test is the images. It is still here loading. I'm not sure of if we can upload multiple images at once, and what does that one mean. Does it bring back a series of images or not? Okay. I don't know what that one brings if we upload. I'm just going to refresh. Okay, so you see here, it says choose files or drag and drop. So they just try to select multiple files. I'm just going to try multiple files, and I see I'm just going to go on the image. Okay, and we might also have to have that thing of like selecting, are they multiple images or single image. So if we just go to the image input, I just want to console.log on here and drop zone this raise. You can see here we have this, and we are setting it to the first item in the array. Okay, so this has this is an array of one item, and then we are having this. Okay, we might in the future need to change this, or to optionally change this if it is having multiple. Okay, but right now let's just try to see what happens. So I'm just going to first go to F12. I just want to see what happens if we select multiple images. So choose files, and I'm just going to select all these three and open. Now you see upload 3 files. So let's just try to upload the 3 files and see. We have here a bad request. Okay. First of all, they're saying here file limit exceeded. Okay, so we have to I think to upload, I don't know, the other files. Here the error we have is like file limit exceeded error. So I guess we have to upload, or we have to change in the settings. But right now what you should just do is, let's just work on only one, and then I think I'm just going to research in the next episode how we can be able to add multiple images. Maybe we just have to have the thumbnail, the image thumbnail, and then we also have an option of adding other images. Okay, so right now let's just only work on the product thumbnail. Okay, I'm just going to come to this product new, and I'm just going to actually just say this is the product image, and we could just even name this like this of course will be a image URL. Okay, and then we will have somewhere the product images, okay, where we have them as an array. But right now let's just first have only one, and then we shall just work on the other one later on. So I'm just going to refresh on this. Okay, so all others, now the only thing you're just going to concentrate on, actually all these other ones are working. If I just like do like this, and then we have all these ones filled in, we can set up, you can just quickly create here. It is not create category, let's just say create product. So down here I'm just going to say create product, okay, just like that. We can just go ahead and go and set up its we can just go and set up the API endpoint for this. So you can just go ahead, duplicate, like copy categories, go under API. Okay, just make sure you select the API and then paste. Okay, so I'm just going to rename this to product. Okay, then inside this we have the route. Okay, so we can just go ahead and bring all these things here. Okay, we will have these just like that. We can have all these here. I feel like the others you might just need to add, but for now just copy all these, go to the API. Okay, just go to this API and let's paste them on top here. To help us to be looking at them, you can just comment these all out. So we have the title slag, okay, we have the description, we have the image URL, so you can add others, SKU, we have barcode. Okay, now we could also just get them, if there are so many like this, you could just decide to receive them as an array. So I mean as an object. So instead of doing this, you say const product data. So you can say product data is equal this. Okay, so when you're like having this here, just going to see this is new product. We don't need this step now. Can just simply console.log product data. Okay, so here fail to create product. Okay, just like that. So instead of just abstracting them like this, we suggest to receive them on this object, and then we will just use that object. Okay, we could just leave them here also. and let's just go and see. So quickly I'm just going to fill in all these ones and just try to submit. Okay, so you can see we did not pass in the go back on top here. We did not fill in this here. First of all, this is new product. Okay, and then the API endpoint we are sending this is supposed to be API products. Okay, and then this one is product. Okay, we can set again. Okay, just fill in with a fake filler and just say create, and then okay. If you check on the console, you can just go ahead and check on the console and let's see. Okay, so on the console you have all these things here. Okay, so we need to add in here, of course, the what is missing there is the features, the tags. Okay, so we need to add the tags, the product tags that is going to help in maybe in searching or filtering, whatever, but you just need to add the product tags. Okay, so you just work on the tags. First of all, I'm just going to say here I'm just going to remove these ones now. Just going to say it here, first of all, an array. I'm just going to set here an array here, const. I'm just going to have tags, set tags, okay, is equal to use state. Okay, is going to be equal use state, and by default this one can have an empty array. Okay, or we could even have some tags, which I'll just see. I can have tag 1 comma tag 2, just like that. Okay, can have some tags. Okay, so now what I want to do is, what do I want to do? Okay, so we're just going to create the add feature, add tags functionality from scratch. So the first thing I'm just going to start with, if you just go here on the new page, we have created these tags, set tags, and we have added some initial tags. So down here where we are going to have the tags, I'm just going to add, first of all, I'm just going to add a button. Okay, I'm just going to add a button, and of course we'll create a component afterwards from this. And this one is just going to be having a plus icon. Okay, and of course also a span of add tags, just like that. And you can just simply add flex here. Okay, item center space x2. Okay, let's just see how this one looks like. So it must be here. Okay, so you can see we have this looking great. Okay, add tags, And it can't just be like as simple as that. You just first go back to the light mode, and the light mode is not being seen. Okay, I'm just going to say in the, we could just say have text, slate 800, and they say dark. Okay, so in the dark you just say text slate 300. Okay, just like that. So this should be able to now show this. Okay, like add tags. Now we could just give it a small the button itself, we could just give it some padding of y of maybe 2, px of 4, and let's just say bg, let's give it slate. So here we can just give it slate maybe 500. Let's just first see that. Okay, so we have the button. Trying to, anyways, they just add, I'm just going to add, we can just remove this bg. Okay, just keep it simple like this. Now in the dark, just put the dark mode, and even the dark looks like really looks great. You just need someone to click on this add tags. Okay, now you have by default, if you add any other button, okay, make sure you give it a row, a type. So by default it will have, if it is inside the form, it will have type submit. So you have to give it a type button, so that if you click it, it shouldn't submit. Just a second, I just try to, so if you click it now, it doesn't submit because it is having type a type of button. Now the purpose of this, if someone clicks that he wants tags, okay, I'm just going to put it before the description. Let's add the tags before the description. Just cut it and let's move it under here. Okay, so we have add tags on top here. So the purpose of this, if someone clicks on this add tags, we want just to bring up a form. Okay, we just need to bring a small form here, and just an input with just like a button. I'm just going to go to this, and we can just have simply an input. I'm just going to look for the one, maybe for the search input. I just look for the search input. We can just look for the one, the search input. Okay, this one. Okay, just going to choose this one. So I'm just going to try to copy this. I'm just going to copy that. So this, okay, we have this button. Now let's first put this in dot. It is just going to be dot sm, just a grade course Okay, we can start by adding it to be full, just like that. I'm just going to add this, and of course I will also copy this button. I'm just going to add it there. On this input, simply add this. I'm just going to remove required here. Okay, and then inside here, just add also this button, just like that. So we have this form. Let's just look at what we have so far. Okay, so we have this. This form doesn't look bad. So this is what we're going to use to add the tags. Now when someone clicks on add tag, it should just show this form here. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to conditionally show this these two here, this button and this one. So I'm just going to create another state. Okay, down here, show const. Okay, show the tag form, set show tag form. Okay, is equal to use state. Okay, and then so just like this, tags, set tags, and then you have show tag form, set show tag form. By default is going to be false, so the tag form is going to be false. Okay, and when you click on this button, okay, so this button, its purpose on click, okay, on click, okay, is going to be like set here, set tag form, set show tag form to true. Okay, and then we are also going to conditionally show this, okay, the button and the form. So we could just come here and say put this if the show tag form is true. So if this is true, then we show the form. Else we just show this. Okay, I'm just going to come and get this form here, cut it. Okay, just cut this and let's put it in here. Okay, so we have now the condition rendering saying that if the tag form is true, okay, just going to clean up this one to put the icons, but first let's try to understand. So we have the form and we have also the button. So we have the form and the button here. So we have this form and we have this button. Okay, of course this one we can't have two forms. This one is going to be just a div, so just change this into a div. Okay, so we have this the form and then this button. Now you see that right now we only have the add tags. If I click it, it disappears, and then we have this nice form for the adding the tags. Okay, now one thing of course we're just going to put also here is another button for the cancel, but right now let's make this one fill, and to see that is I'm just going to go to one of these inputs, just go to one of these inputs, and then there is this. Just copy that and let's give it to this here. It is this call span. Just Okay, just like that. And you could even just put call span full to make sure this occupies the entire place. Okay, so now I'm just going to add onto this a cross what? The one that can cross this form. When someone finishes, he has added add here. First of all, just add those ones. I'm just going to remove this icon, the sound icon, which I guess is a button. So we have this first one, which is the, and then we have this one, which I guess is the audio icon. Then we have this one. We're just going to change this one, the role, from submit to button. Okay, and this one is which is having the search icon. Okay, which we will just change in a second. So you can see this one has gone. So this one, you're just going to change it to the add, to the plus icon. Okay, first of all, just say this one add, and this you can only copy these classes. I'm just going to copy the classes just like that, and remove this one. Let's replace it with the plus. Okay, and just like that, give it a class name. Add those classes there. Okay, so just see. Okay, so it has now the add. Now one thing we have to do is we have to add also another icon here at the end, another button. Okay, I'm just going to add another button at the end here. Button, and to only have the X. So this one is just going to be like for the canceling. Can I just give it some classes? Just give it some classes. Okay, let's look at how it looks like. Now, okay, so it is here. I'm just going to first of all give this button some classes. Class name. Okay, so I'm just going to give it padding y of 2, px of 2, maybe I just give it a bg of red, 400. Okay, and rounded. I don't know if it's supposed to be like rounded full or something. So this has to act as like a button for removing this. Okay, so if I just say we also give it maybe width, just a second, flex items center, justify between, actually just justify center. Okay, and yes, see. Okay, so make sure this we could just instead give it a width and height. Okay, why is it behaving like that? here is items. Let's see. And I'm just going to give it link. They are all in flex, I guess. They are all in flex, and what that means is that, let me see this. Yep, so I think we can just give them, first of all, shrink. Just give them shrink 0. Okay, shrink 0. Even this one, you could just go ahead and give it shrink 0. Okay, this will stop just like compressing them. Yeah, you can see that. And just go back to this one. Flex. This is because of this having this margin end to just like keeping it offside. Yeah. Okay, so we have to definitely put a margin left any of this one. So margin left of maybe 3 to put some space between this. Okay, now we could just like leave it like this. If someone taps onto this X, it just simply removes this. So what it means is that if someone does on click, it should simply set show form and just say this one to false again. So that means that if you click onto this, it just removes the form, and just like that. So we can toggle between the form and this one. We can just change this placeholder. So inside this here, we can just show the here. I'm just going to say you can create tags just like that. Okay, so you can just create tags, and if someone just puts in like feature 1 or tag 1 and creates a plus, it should just be able to pick this and adds it there. So down here, I'm just going to first remove this. So down there, I'm just going to add the tags themselves. So after this div, after this here, this 2, I'm just going to add, you could even just add like something. So I'm just going to add another div of flex, which is going to hold the tags. I'm just going to give this one flex wrap. I'm just going to sort of give it that. Let's first leave it at that, and we can also give gap, a big gap like 8. Okay, so now I can have a tag, and I can just easily get this from the tags dot map. I can map through the tags, and I can just see I'm just going to call it item. Okay, with its index, and then set here return return. I'm just going to return a p tag. Okay, I'm just going to return a flex. You're going to see why. You're just going to return a flex, and where inside I have a p tag, which is the item itself. Okay, of course here you're just going to add a key, which is the index, and then down here I just also want to add another button. Okay, I just want to add another button that is also having X. Okay, just for removing this, and just a space X2 and item center, just like that. Let's see. So we have these tags here, and let me just work on this. Give it a class name of width is 4, and height 4. Okay, so we have these the tags. I'm just going to give them a bit of background. Okay, so just come here and say bg slate. Let's try 400. Let's try px of 4 and py of 2. Okay, and this one I think we just need to, you can just simply don't even put this in a button, because we're just going to put the event listener on the entire div. So you can have that, and then like maybe we say rounded somehow. Just need it like rounded somehow. Okay, and the gap, it looks to be extremely big. Okay, let's try 4. Okay, so now I'm just going to make this one cursor pointer. Okay, just like that, so that someone can actually try to click the tag. If they click it, it should be removed from the array. Right now, what we just want is, can we just add some little padding or margin top? So on this div here, I'm just going to add a little bit of margin top of 4. And let's see. Okay, so this is great. So you can have as many tags as possible. If you just see here, let's add in more tags. Tag 3, tag 4. Can have in as many tags as possible. We can just like give them a little bit of we can just give them a little bit of this, maybe 500. Yep, about 600. Yep, so 600 blends in really nicely. I'm just going to go with 600. So someone can add in the tags. Let's see, they're like in write mode. And even in write mode, these ones can really work. Okay, these ones can really work. Or we could just like change them in the dark mode. So this one can work only in the dark. And then unknown circumstances, let's say BG slate. So you can just like give it BG slate of 200. Okay, and that means it should have the text. So let's see the text here. So the text in the dark. So dark text slate. Maybe 300. And normal circumstance, I'm just going to give it text slate. 800. Let's see. Yep, so in the light mode, you can have this. Okay, you can have them just like that. Okay, so you can just add the form, and it is also looking amazing. Only that we can just have this, and in this I just want to this button, I feel like it should just like be pronounced, looking more pronounced, but I think we can just go with that. Okay, then this button here doesn't really match our colors. Okay, we could just go, first of all, let's replace the class with class name. So inside here we have there is this label. I don't think we need this label, but let me see. This label is not required. We can just remove this. Okay, just go ahead and have wherever there is class, replace it with class name, just like that. Okay, now wherever we have also blue, we could replace it. Okay, we could replace it with something else, but let's first stick to this so that it works, then we just refine it. So the first thing I just want is to be able to add something in the array. So you can just write a function here for adding. Okay, so we'll have to have a 1 for the tag. So one more state, so const tag, set tag, okay, is equal to use state. Okay, and by default the tag is empty. And then one more thing I'm just going to do is creating some two functions. Okay, just create all of these ones, tag related things. Let's just create them together. Tags. So we have created this and this so far. Just have them here. So another one, just going to create a function now. Add tag. Okay, so I'm just going to create a function that adds the tag. So I think this is supposed to be like set tags, I guess. Okay, set tags, and just like it gets these existing tags. Okay, just get existing tags and then adds a new tag. I don't know, and this one we could pass in here tag. I don't know. So we just have on change first of all. So if we have here, remember this is an input. Okay, so if we put here on change, so this you just say e and then set tag to e dot target, just something like this, e dot target dot value, I think, and then you can also give here the value as the tag, as simple as that. Now if we change this should be able to set. So when you type something, this one, what the purpose of this is that is going to get the value from the input and sets it in the tag state. So it sets it in this state. Now we should have now the add. Okay, if we just go and we see the button which is this one. So this one, if we just simply give this one on click, okay, so on click supposed to get and run the it could just simply run the add tag, as simple as that. Now on the add tag, I don't know if this where is this add tag, and we just say set tag back to empty, but just gets this tag. Do we need to, because already when you just type in it sets the tag, and then we can just like add this tag here. Let's just try to see if something is happening. Right now we have 4 tags. Okay, E is not defined on change. Okay, just say here something is missing on this thing here. Okay, so I think right now it should be okay. Okay, just go back to the dark mode. So just say add tag, and just say putting like any feature one add. Okay, so you can see now it goes there. They just keep on adding. Okay, so this is working. Okay, this is working, guys. I like this. So we're able to add this tag inside the array. Okay, so now what we need is the remove tag. Okay, so just go here. So the add tag functionality is working. Okay, add tag. I'm just going to duplicate here and you say function. Okay, remove tag. Okay, so this must take in an index. Okay, I'm just going to say, first of all, const, it has to first create a duplicate, maybe new tags. So you just say new tags, can first create here a duplicate. New tags is equal to, I think, all the tags. just like that. Okay, we just have like this a new array having all the tags. By the way, this is how you create a soft copy. So we have a new tags. So what we want to say is saying like something like tags dot price. Do we use splice or slice? I don't remember, but it should take in something like index and then one. Okay, something like that. Tags dot price and and then maybe you could just say set now tags to this, set tags to new tags, something like this. So this one, yeah, so that means like here the index has to come in. Okay, so this one, if you just have to remove the tag, we have to first get its index, and then we splice tags will splice the index. We remove only one item in that position, and then we set tags to this. Let's try it. So I'm just going to go to this on click. So it is this plus. So you have these tags here. I'm just going to go to this div. So I just want, if you click on any of these tags, so just have here, I'm just going to have to run this function. So remove tag, and then it takes in the index, which is actually the index, which is the I. So this here, I. So remove tag at that index, and then just go and see. Okay, and by the way, at this point you can just remove this, and then you are remaining with the tags. So I'm trying to click on the tags, but nothing. Let me just go to the console. You never know, something is happening. So just click on click remove tag, and then we are passing in the index. Let's just see. We have all these tags. Okay, tags dot price, and you see here price. If you hover on it, removes element from an array if necessary, or inserts in okay. Let's first put here at least console.log the index. At least we just know something is working. So if I just click like on 1, okay, 0, 1, so the index is being picked. Okay, so the one just like having, is it the splice method? Okay, so also since that one is working, we can also just say new tags. Okay, remove the index we have seen it is working. let me just see if I click and it can get all the tags, all these ones. So if I click, okay, so you can see there are 8 tags and it has seen them, so that is good. So what means that this to confirm also is again to check this if it is working. So you can see, oh sorry, so this is supposed to be new tags, actually new tags, because this is the array we just created here. Okay, it's supposed to be this copy and then it gets these ones and it just removes this. Okay, so let's just continue and see. So now remove. Okay, so you can see they are removing. Okay, so you have this, guys. Okay, we have this. Okay, great. Great. So the remove functionality is working. Okay, so we have this remove functionality working properly and I love it. Okay, so we have the tags almost done. Just go to the light mode. I can remove the tags. Now I have like these tags. I can add new tags like tag 2, enter. By the way, you cannot enter because this is not submit, so you must click just like that. You must click, and this one of the cross must also be given the cross button. Just go here. So we have this one which has X. You must remember to give it type button. Remember, by default the buttons have type of submit if they're inside any form. So remember that to give them another type, which is the button, so that they don't submit the form. Okay, so right now we are good. So you could just make this one black. Okay, and even this, so just turn everything either black or purple. So on this button, the add button. Okay, just go and see. So you could just turn this to line. Okay, just like add, just like that. In fact, what it is blue, we could just like replace it with lime, just like that. So this one becomes also just lime, like you can add just to match our everything we have here. So you can just add this one is now working properly. You can just remove, and then you have the tags like this. Now the only thing that is remaining is adding the tags in this. So remember, we have the tags. It's just a matter of saying data.tags, data.tags, okay, is equal to tags. Okay, and now if we try to submit, just do this, add some stuff here, and let's go to the console and let's try to submit, create product, and down here you see we have an array of tags. Okay, we have an array of tags, feature 1, feature 2, all these ones. So the tags functionality is working properly. One problem we have though is that, we are supposed to make it a component. So that is where the whole tag of war comes in. Okay, and this one, we have to make it so in such a way that this whole thing goes as a component, because it will be so much cluttering. Okay, it will be so much cluttering, so we have to make it a component. So the only thing I'm just going to first take is this whole thing. Okay, so we have the tags thing here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, copy this. Okay, Control C. I will go to our components. Okay, and from inputs, now just going to add this one. Okay, where we can just say add it what? We can just say add array items, because this could be a tag, could be a feature, could be anything, because it can be like add feature, like you can add features, you can add tags, you can add anything. Maybe we can just say call add array items. Maybe just call that one. We're just going to create a new file, array items, input dot jsx. I don't haven't gotten any better name. Maybe in the future you can get it a better name. Just return this. Okay, and we could bring all the states that concerns this. We can just bring all the states this side. Okay, and of course by default it's just going to turn this into a use client. So anything related to the tags, that's why I was telling that we should put them. So I'm just going to come here and just say array items input, just like that for now. And now let's just take all these things that side, because they are not useful now this side. So where we have all these tags things, so click here, scroll down to the tag end, cut this, and let's take it this side, on top here. Okay, so now the only problem we have is that the tags, okay, they're the ones we are adding their side. Okay, these tags are the ones we are adding their side. That means that the set tags, okay, the tags and set tags, they must come from their side. Okay, so just going to say set tags, and the tags themselves, okay, just like this, these ones, they should come. So I'm just going to cut this back. So just take these ones and take them back to this here. So on top here where we had our tags, I'm just going to add this. So the tags must come from this side, because these tags are the ones we are adding in here. Okay, these tags are the ones we are adding in. The tags are the ones we are adding in from their side. So now we have to pass this into this array thing. So here we can pass in set tags, okay, just like this, set tags to set tags. Okay, and then here tags is equal to tags, just like that. Now we could just like rename it to anything. Instead of like say tags, we could just say items. Okay, and yeah, for us we can just like name them like this. So these ones could be set items, just to have a general name, set items, and then items, the ones you want to put in the array. So just go to this and just change this one to set items, and the items, and this one it changes a lot. Okay, because these wherever we had the tags, so I'm just going to say wherever we had, I'm just going to say wherever we have tags, for instance, tags, Control F, Control H to items. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, and wherever we have set, just going to say wherever we have set tags. Okay, so you don't have it, just going to go slowly. We have tag, set tag, which we could just say set item. Here just say item, set item is use state, so it starts here. Then there is this show. We can just leave this one just like that. Now here we have set item, set items to items, and then here this one is going to be item, and then this is in the add, and then this one is going to be set item, set item. Okay, and then we have here remove the text in the index. We first create here new items as these items, then new items dot price index at 1, then set items to new items, these ones, new items. So this one will be able to remove the tags. Now down this side, they show remain the same, only at the map. So the value here is item. Okay, and even here is e.target.value. It's okay. Then we have this add tag. The add tag remains this function. We could just name it add item. So they just like this one, add item, and then this one remove item. So this add item, just come and replace it where we have this add item. Okay, and then we have button set, so that one is okay. Add items, and then this one is going to be items dot map. Then we have the item, then this one is remove item, remove item, item, just like that. So we have this looking good. Okay, let's see if the errors we have. Use state is the first one, so just get this from React. Okay, Let's see any more errors. Const item set item is, we have the icons, the plus icon and the X icon. So wherever we have these icons, plus, and another one is the X. Okay, let's just go ahead and see. We have items.map is not a function. Okay, so so we have these ones that are coming. And these ones we could just give them as an empty array for now. um, why is it saying is not an array? So just see, initially we are adding some items, I guess. It is for now they are tags, but we must have some tags already in. Yep, so we have here the already having 4 tags. This should be working. Let's see what would be the problem. Items can we just console.log items here? Console.log items. Let's first look at the items or what they look like, and then for this map we could just first do this. We take it off and we just have see what is happening. Okay, so we don't have anything. Just go to the console and we see what we have. Okay, so just move up just like this. I don't know why we are not having any. Okay, I don't know why we are not having any array item. Array item 6. Let me see. 6. What is 6? They are giving it as an object. Why are they giving it as an object? They just go and see the initial state. If you check the initial state here is clearly an array. We have tags. Say tags is equal use state. Already here, if I console.log the tags, they just give us an array. Just go down, so you can see here we have them as an array, and then here we just get them as something else. Okay, so I have these tags. I just want to pass them down here. Set items as set, and then items as tags. I think this is supposed to be this. I don't know why when they reach. So we pass tags, items as tags, and even they say tags, we pass them to array items input. Okay, so here the problem is here. Just destructure them just like this. Okay, so now I think the problem must be solved right now. I was not destructuring them, so you can see now they are entering very well. Okay, so now the fact that they are coming, that's great. Now we can just go ahead and remove this. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see. Okay, so we have the tags. Okay, we have these default tags, and let's just try to add any other. Okay, that didn't go well. So now you try to add something, type in something. What happens? Let me first remove everything. Okay, so it brings this whole bunch of things. Set tag is not defined. Array item 43. Where is set tag? Just here and search for the word tag. Just start from up. That is the tag form. Show tag form. Here it's supposed to be set item. Okay, just move on. Tag form. Okay, so I think the problem now is solved. Okay, just add something, and then add. Okay, so it is adding now. Okay, just add another one just like that, and then like let's remove. Even the removing is working. Okay, so that's great. Let's remove the console.logs. Okay, so we have this as a function which takes in just the tags, and then it does everything else. Okay, so we have this working as a component, guys, whereby you can create items and anything. If you want to create them features, if you want to create them whatever you want to create, so long as you add it, creates this sort of tags or anything. Now by default we don't want to have some tags, of course. So by default I'm just going to make this as an empty array. So go up here and just clean everything here. Just leave it as a blank array. So when we refresh, we just have only this add item, and we can customize the look of this button. In the future, you can just like also customize this whatever. Right now, just having it as add item. Okay, so now let's just say we can pass in also the title for that. Okay, we can pass in here the title. Okay, we just say call it a resource title, whatever. Item title, just say here item title is equal to, so right now is going to be tag, just like that, tag. Okay, so you can just go ahead and use this. Just get this item title, and inside here, first of all, first receive it here, and then we can first of all put it on the button where we have this add item. We can just say add, and then we add this item title, and you could use it in so many places like the placeholder and all that kind of stuff, because if you look at the placeholder is saying create items. Now we could just come here and we say also on the input placeholder here, and we could just say create a tag. Okay, so I could just do something like this, create and create a, and then you pass in this, and now it can just be like create a tag. You see, create a tag, add, so you can just now create this, add just like this, and you can remove it just the way you want. Now you could just only add a tag. You see what we did, like we are adding empty tags right here. We could first check actually if there is something in the tag before we add here. Okay, we could just do this here if tag is not empty, you get. So you could just say if we could just say if there is no tag, we could just return. Okay, and then here we could just add this. So let's just say if that one can check it, if there is no item, by the way, item, if the item is equal empty, we could just don't do anything. I don't know if this is going to work. We can just first remove these spaces, and we could just like try to add. So right now you see it's not doing anything. Okay, and you could just even alert. Instead of this, we could just say alert, maybe add tag or something, but just like leave it like that. If someone doesn't put anything, it does not work. If he adds something, then it works, just like that. If you try to add empty, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's great. So we have this whole functionality done, and to the extent that we have customized it, you can now say add features. You can add anything you want, and it adds them to an array, and that's really amazing. Okay, so and this marks now the end of this this product. So we have now, we can add a new product. We can just go back to here. We have this beautiful adding the product form is done, and I think now in the next video we could just work on, for instance, the customers are going to be coming from the front end. They will be registering from the front end, but you can also just add a functionality of adding a customer, which we're just going to look at adding their forms. Then we have also this the client, did I say staff? There is adding a staff member here. Okay, adding a staff member or adding an internal user. It is something that also just going like to work on. Okay, just go here. This needs to be changed in dark mode, but we have now remaining these. We have these customers. Okay, we have the customers. I don't think we need to add the add of the customers. I don't think so. The customers, they should just come from the front end, and we'll be just like fetching them from there. So then we'll have the staff. You can add the staff members. Okay, we can add staff members. We're just going to look at that in later on, but I just want us to work on the first start working on the adding on the API. So in the next video we'll be working on the actual APIs, so that we can create items that we are going to work with on the front end, because we just need to work on these, add the items and all kind of stuff, and then we can actually start working on the front end version, where we just have this the online store. Okay, this part here, we have to start working on this one. So in the next video we're just going to be working on adding, actually, so we have finished all these things here, the coupons, the store, the banners, everything. Right now what we just need is start working on the front end, and we see how we are going to bring this store to life. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this episode. It had a lot of concepts to learn, and we have explored some things together, and I'm so very thankful if you have subscribed, guys. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this content with others. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.